Hi, in this video I will show you the 7 or 8 different ways how you can fix the volume button. The side volume buttons is stuck on an iPhone. So you can see here this volume key here, it's stuck. The bottom one is not stuck, but the top one is. You can press, but this one here is stuck. So here are the different things you can try to fix it. So this is on iPhone 6 and this is the iPhone 6s. So the button here sometimes works, sometimes gets stuck. And another one over here as well. This one here kind of like stuck all the way in. You can see this one here bulge a little bit, and this one is stuck right in. So here's the first thing you can try to check it out. Now sometimes when you're using a case, it can press the button all the way in and it can cause an issue, or if there are dust or dirt build up around the buttons, and it can cause the buttons to stuck in place. So you can try to clean it with a brush or something. So make sure there are no dust around the button. So give it a clean, like so. Give that a really good clean and see what you can get some of the dust out or not. So after cleaning, try to press it a few times, see if that works. So if it doesn't work, probably the next thing you can try is to by pressing the button on the side here. So press it up and down. Sometimes by pressing up and down on the side, it can push the volume key up, and then hence it won't stay stuck anymore. So I just turn this one on for now and we'll have a look. So this one here is working, but this one here is not. So try to press the volume up, then down, up and down, and then just on the edge here. So push it up and down. Sometimes that will get out of the stuck mode. So this one here, if I press on the volume up key, it goes up, but then you can see it goes all the way down again. So always stay mute. So I press up and then immediately it goes down because this button is stuck. So yeah, try to push it up and down. That can sometimes help and pops the volume key out. Also, if you have a vacuum cleaner at home, you can also try to use the vacuum cleaner to suck it out. Also, while you clean, you can try to suck out some dust. The dust or the debris could cause the button to stuck. So using a vacuum cleaner, do not try to use it on a maximum force. So you put it on a light mode and then put it near the buttons. You see if that can suck out the volume key. Sometimes that will work and suck out the button, and as well as any dirt around surrounding the buttons. So give that a try and see if that helps. Also, another thing is if you got water coming into the volume key, sometimes the water can cause the button to get damaged, so it will not work. In that case, the best way is to make sure you turn the phone off and try to work out how you can have all this button dry up. So it's good if you can put it in like a rice box and have your phone turn off for a day or two, and that will suck out all the moisture and the water inside here, and eventually that will work again. So give that a try. Another thing you can do is to update the software. Sometimes a software bug or software issue can cause the volume key not to work correctly. So try to update the iOS software and see if that can help. Now if you try all that and if it still doesn't work, then it could be a hardware damage. So you can check to see if the device is damaged. Now if we look on this one here, you can see this button is stuck because it has been crashed against something, and the button is stuck. You can see it's stuck right here. So once we push it in, it will not come out. This one is working. This one here is not. So you can see if I try to push it, it come out a little bit on this one here. So if I push it from end to end, but it's still stuck really hard. It's not really easy to get it out. This is because it's of a hardware damage on the side here. It has been dropped or something hit against it. So the best way is to actually open up the screen, and then we need to fix it on the inside. So here we can just open up the screen. And this is the volume button on the inside. So to repair this can be difficult. So if you don't have any knowledge of repairing the iPhone, then it's best that you go to the expert or go to Apple Genius, and they can help you fix the problem. And right here, so this button is stuck against the frame. So with this particular problem on this phone here, you can see this part here is bulged out a little bit. This is because the phone is bent and hence causing the volume key to get damage on the frame here. So the frame got squeezed in, and it's basically the hole is too small, so once you push the volume key in, it gets stuck in here. So we need to take this phone apart and take the volume key flex cable out and repair the frame before we can actually fix the problem. So every problem is different. Your problem may not be the same as this one here. It could be something else. Sometimes it could be the cables is stuck. So this one here, this is the replacement flex cables. So if this one here is damaged, so sometimes this button here can get damaged. So when you push it in, it gets stuck to the other side, and it won't pop back out. And therefore, it's again, this is damage on the flex cable. So if you pressing on the volume buttons too many times, then this piece here can get damaged. So sometimes it's not the frame that is damaged, but actually the actual flex cables that is damaged. In this case, we need to replace the flex cable. So again, depending on what problem you have, what caused the issues in the first place, you might need to repair the frame, you may need to replace the flex cables, or if it's water damage, you may need to dry it out first before you can start using it. Now finally, if it's if the button is not stuck, and and you still can't use the volume key, here's what you can do to use the volume key in the meantime. So go into settings, and in settings we want to go into general, then tap on accessibility, and in accessibility we want to go down and tap on assistive touch, and in here turn on assistive touch and tap on this button here, and then from here you can also control the volumes of your device. So tap on device here, and then you can see there is a volume up button and volume down button down here as well. So we can control the volume with assistive touch as well. Now because this button here is pushing all the way in and it stays in that position, so the volume down is always being pressed. So using this one here, it may or may not help. So depending on what problem you have. And that's it. I hope some of these solutions can help you solve your volume key got stuck. And if it's not, then always bring it to the expert or bring it to Apple Store, and they can help you fix the problem. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.